Michigan and Nebraska. This is a big game that we've had circled for quite some time. Everybody talks about the Michigan-Oklahoma game, and then we knew after that that Michigan and Nebraska was going to be the next big one. And this is a massive opportunity for both teams in different ways. And the note that you have to remember is that Sharon Moore is still not going to be the head coach for Michigan for this one. He is suspended for one more game, and that I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have on this one. We'll see. But it is another tough road test for a young quarterback in Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood has so much talent, and we saw that he's ready for the spotlight. We saw that against Oklahoma, even though he didn't have the best game, the moment was not too big for him. Some of the mistakes he was making or some of the plays he didn't make weren't because he was a freshman. It's because there was pressure in his face. He had to get the ball early or he didn't have anywhere to go. Things that he did in that game show you that long term he is in good hands. Now, the one thing is, how do you find a way to improve that against Nebraska? Now, Nebraska's defense is not the same as Oklahoma's. However, this is a defense that is going to be locked in and focused on disrupting his thought process, his progressions, his confidence. Now, I don't know how shakeable Bryce Underwood is going to be, but so far it looks like he's not. He's going to continue staying calm, staying poised. The moment's not too big for him. The spotlight's not too bright. And that's something that you should feel comfortable with if you're a Michigan fan. Everything kind of hinges on his production. Everything hinges on his performance in this one. And yes, there are things that other people have to do, but everybody's going to be talking about Bryce Underwood and what he can do for Michigan. Now, it'd be nice if his pass catchers would step up in a big way, if his pass catchers would give him something else to work with, because against Oklahoma, they were non existent. That being said, Justice Haynes at least gives him an element that can help. He's been kind of the bright spot of Michigan's offense so far. The offensive line has had its problems. The pass catchers have struggled. Bryce Underwood is still trying to figure everything out. Justice Haynes has been kind of that steadying force, that driving force for this Michigan offense. 49 carries for 388 yards, 7.9 yards per carry, and 5 touchdowns. Now, if he has a big game, which he can definitely do that against this Nebraska defense. Nebraska's defense is far from elite, but they're also going to give a lot of different looks, and they're going to basically challenge Bryce Underwood to beat them because of what you saw against Oklahoma. The only guy that really scares teams right now for Michigan is Justice Haynes. Defenses know that, hey, if we can take away the running back, we feel pretty good about our chances against this offense. And Bryce Underwood has the talent to make teams pay for that. It's just that you don't necessarily know if he has the pass catchers to be able to help him as well. That is a big question mark right now for this team, and a question that really needs to be answered sooner rather than later. So if you are a Michigan fan, you're worried about how does my quarterback perform? Not because he's a freshman, but because of what everything is around him. That being said, this defense should keep them in this game. This defense is going to give Dylan Raiola all that he can handle, and then probably some. This defense has been solid for Michigan. They are flying around the field. There's a ton of talent remaining, and they are going to be a big reason why they remain in this game for however long it might be, or if they do win. They're 2.5-point favorites right now, and their defense is a huge reason why. And if their defense can take away the explosiveness of Nebraska's offense, Michigan's in a great position to win this one. Now, if you look at things from Nebraska's side, this is an offense playing with a ton of confidence. And everything starts with their quarterback as well. Dylan Raiola clearly has taken a step in his development. That being said, this is a big opportunity for him to show that that is truly the case. That is truly what is going to be Nebraska's offense for the rest of the season. And playing against a Michigan defense like this is a great opportunity to show that you are ready to take things to another level. Playing against Michigan and this type of defense gives you an opportunity to say, I can make all these kinds of throws. I can have the pocket awareness. I can escape pressure, because we've seen him run and we've seen that he can escape pressure when he needs to. But doing that against a Michigan defense like this is a whole different challenge. Now, part of that's on Dana Holgorsen as well, to dial up plays that puts him in a comfortable position, that allows his playmakers to go out there and get open for him. So I'm very excited to watch how this Nebraska team operates like that. Can the rushing attack benefit them? Can it supplement what they're trying to do? If it can, Dylan Raiola is going to feel really comfortable shredding that defense, which is going to be difficult. However, Dylan Raiola has the talent to make it happen, to make those big time throws and make plays when things maybe break down. That's going to be fun. And I'm excited to see how he performs. And if you're Nebraska's defense, like I said before, you're going to pretty much challenge Bryce Underwood to beat you. Even though he's an extremely talented player, you probably feel confident enough with the secondary that you have to maybe put guys on islands and just say, well, outside of maybe Donovan McCulley, we're probably not worried about anybody. And even McCulley hasn't been consistent. So that's something to keep an eye on. I do like Nebraska in this one. I've been high in Nebraska coming into this year, and this is a great opportunity for them to show what they can do. The talent is there, the play calling is there, the everything is in place for them to make this happen. If they can take away Justice Haynes, if they can make Bryce Underwood uncomfortable, then this will just be a repeat of what that Oklahoma game was 2 weeks ago.